Stop yelling at me.
We are not experts. Do not take advice from us. We are just people talking.
Okay, a lot of people love to talk, but they don't really say nothing. You can drop a like and go subscribe, knowing 2-5 probably finna hate something. Chop it up about the game, give a little game, knowing you can take something. We just saying less and saying more, should've known before you in the right place. You know Jack can keep it radical. A little crazy with his take, but he gon' keep it factual. And you know he been a fan of wrestling since attitude. We ain't here to be the ones you playing with. Red steady dropping gems only for relationships. We ain't never thinking Liam Neeson if you take it. Come and tap in with your favorites. Hey, we gon' talk about your latest. Yeah, come and tune into the station. Come and listen to this conversation. Like and subscribe, we going live. We gon' tell you what you need to hear in perfect moderation. Wait. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Hey, hold up.
We are not experts. Do not take advice from us. We are just people talking on the internet. We are not experts.
Welcome! Say less, say more. The trio you never knew you needed. Up in here on a Thursday night. Let's get it. Tonight, we gonna talk a little AI. We got topics from the Joe Budden Podcast.
Joe Budden Podcast.
Jack's got a movie review for you, probably the movie of the year from everything that I'm hearing. We got a new #1 album in the country. LeBron James still ain't made a decision, but don't worry, we gonna put that at the end so y'all don't have to hear about it right now. But I got the gang with me, the one and only, representing from the Palmetto. He goes by the name of El Residente.
I'm gonna tell you who fan base is crazy though, San Fran. Their fan base is crazy. San Jose, they not playing out there. Real rap.
Yeah, and if you was wondering who was going to be hating something, that's me. I'm 2-5.
I'm a red-blooded man. Why are you like this?
And then in the middle, we got Maui.
Come on, man. You already know what it is, man. Jackie Reigns, Jack Uso, Nemo Hose, Ringo Mandingo, Swaggy J, a.k.a. Do the Damn Thing, DJ Radical Jack. I'm here, man.
All right, let's get to it. But before we do, I need y'all to like, review, and subscribe. It is all free, I promise.
Do it. Shout out to Deshaun J for that intro. We appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, sir.
So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that are here for the first time, welcome to you too. In case you don't know how this works, we are three diverse minds and we start every show with a check-in just so you know what's going on in our lives. So Rez, what's happening down in the Palmetto?
Listen, man, first of all, it's been a very strange day, so my energy might be a little weird, but we're going to get through this pod. It's going to be great. I had an amazing night with my wife last night. The wonderful crooner, El Mean, came to the city. And he really put on. If you don't know who El Mean is, he's actually a young man of Indian descent, like not Native American. His family's from like the continent of India. The country of India, not the continent of India.
The subcontinent, the Indian subcontinent.
He's a phenomenal vocalist. He has great songs. But I didn't fully appreciate his music. Like, I liked his music until last night. Now I love his music. He's one of the people that, like, he stands still and sings, and it's a live band, it's live background, it's live vocals. He's standing still, he's singing his butt off, and then he goes to the piano, and then he plays his butt off and sings his butt off. Like, he's just amazing. And it was really dope. Me and my wife actually danced together the entire show. Like, we literally stood up and danced together the entire show. So just shout out to him for doing a great show in the area where people are really down on R&B. So shout out to him.
Word.
Oh, one more thing. Sorry, one more thing. Also, on a somber note, today is my father's birthday. For those who don't know, my dad passed away in 2019. So today is his birthday. He would have been 66 today. Miss you, Dad. Love you, Dad. That's it. Sorry, too
Rest
far.
in peace. It's all good. Mr. Reigns, what's happening on your side of the Alamo?
Oh man, everything good, never bad. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time. Came up, went on a Muhammad Ali rabbit hole recently, so that was cool. So I just been watching a bunch of videos of the greatest. So did that. Then I went and watched the Will Smith movie. Just to see if it still holds up. It does. And then what I did notice about that. What?
As if you would have said anything different.
That's crazy. Just because I'm a fan doesn't mean I won't say he has a bad movie. But, I didn't realize Jamie Foxx was in that movie as much as he was. Like, as a kid, when I watched that movie, I just remember, like, he was there for a little bit. But he actually had some significant roles. Or a significant role. But, yeah, outside of that, kids great, wife great. Dog good. Taking a little break from cigars. It's hard. It's real hard. But 2-5 motivated me, man. He said until he gets his goal weight, he's not going to drink that much. So I guess until I get my goal weight, I'll lay off of some cigars, unless it's a special occasion. Because,
Well, speaking of special occasions, I mean, the God birthday in a couple of weeks. So, what I'm saying? Might have to pull out some cigars. What I'm saying? Just saying.
Oh, that's right. Your birthday is the same birthday as my cousin.
Yeah. What I'm saying? As your cousin, saying as Whitney Houston, as the one and only Jay Lethal, all that. What I'm saying?
Also, it's going to be very hard to
Lethal.
figure out what to buy y'all for y'all's birthdays with everybody giving stuff up. Just want you to know that.
No, hey, pause. First of all, anybody, you want to gift me cigars, don't hesitate. I will keep them. I have a box.
No.
Humidifier.
No.
Keep them alive.
No.
Like I said, you still smoke. It's just a special occasion. It's just like when I don't drink. I don't just throw my bottles away.
Yeah, if y'all want to donate to this GoFundMe so I can go to Turkey, holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? But it was the anniversary over the weekend, so me and the Wiz did some things. We went up to Son's Ranch and did some tubing and whatnot. Went and got the massages and all that. Had some South American food. So, great time. Now I'm sitting up in here coaching the Native American. White girl. Coaching her, getting her ready for Pod Wives in a few weeks. So, what I'm saying? That's episode 40 out there for the uninitiated. But, everything's been great besides sweating my ass off down here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been hot as hell. Hopefully this hurricane comes through and, I don't want it to wreck some shit, but
that's crazy.
Just splash everything. Splash everything like AI used to. But we're about to talk about a different kind of AI. Because, AI did have more in common, by the way. But as we transition here, Jack wanted to talk about AI. What's on your mind, sir?
Well, just I know everybody talks about AI and how negative it can be, but I wanted to talk about just a little bit of the nuance, a little positive, a little negative. I think AI as a whole is good. I think that we are utilizing it in good ways. It's a little scary if you're afraid of tech in any type of way, or you have the Terminator, doomsday philosophy, which a lot of us do. But you know what I mean? Like I think it's super dope that we've been able to come up with the robots, and we got the robot dogs, and we've been able to make a lot of things autonomous. However, I do think that there's negativity in it as well, with people getting a little lazier with using their brain function, and just overall, like even last week we was talking, I was like, some people use AI to like debate people in conversation, and it's just like, you shouldn't need to do that. You use AI task, and if you want to learn some things, you can get on there, ask it to give you like a crash course on, I don't know, if you're studying for Security Plus, hey, give me a crash course on Security Plus, take out the filler, give me the things that are most important, and then you could ask it to test me on this afterward. So you can become a self-learner, right? Instead of just reading information and not retaining it, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? But I think the scary part of it is, like Travis, he makes AI videos on TikTok, right? Ooh. And they're funny. Oh, my bad. Classic Golds. He uses it to make videos on TikTok, and it's hilarious, right? He does funny stuff. But the thing is, he can tag people in the videos, and as long as you have given, you've given a permission to let people do so, they can tag you and then they can put you in the video. So my thing is, that could become real dangerous, right? Because you could do it we can keep it innocent, something small, like just put in a jersey on somebody. If 2-5, was upset because the Eagles, yeah, you're good. If the Eagles beat the dog shit out of the Redskins, and then I make a video of 2-5 in the Eagles jersey going "Fly Eagles Fly," that's a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal, but it's still, you're taking somebody's likeness and creating something that's dangerous. And, Rez was talking about, something.
You too early. Not yet.
Way too early. We're not even talking about wrestling.
That is a wild intro. That is a wild intro.
Super crazy. But Rez was talking about, people can do fake, they can create crime videos, and a lot of us used to live and die by the video. If they create a crime video and it's AI, it could get off, and somebody can go to jail behind that. And the reason I bring that up is because my friend Burton, shout out Burton, he uploaded a video on his story the other day on on Instagram, and the video shows a black dude trying to resuscitate a woman in the street. And he's like, "Everybody clear. I'm a doctor, back up." And the cop is like, "Yo, get back. People called and said you were disturbing, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "I'm a doctor, back up." And then he gets sprayed with mace, and then he gets arrested. But the video is AI. Now, me personally, of course, I could tell because, I feel like I can watch things and you could tell when it has AI in it. But when you do the test, it actually shows that it was AI. But he's posting that thinking that it's legit. And those are the kind of things that make AI dangerous because, of course, everything good could always be utilized for bad. So, yeah.
Yeah, you see that all the time, especially if you're on X. Like there's AI videos about everything. You see cops shooting people. You see people walking up and punching people. And none of it's real. Well, I ain't going to say none of it, but, a majority of it isn't real.
A lot of it's fake, yeah.
But people fall for it all day long, every single time. And, they share it. They send it to other people. People get outraged. And then when you get online, you see all these artificial conversations that aren't based in reality because they're reacting to these videos. And, so that's where it gets disturbing, especially like over the last, I want to say maybe 6 months or so. I don't have numbers with me, but I've been seeing so many cases get overturned, from guys that have been in jail for years upon years. So it made me think about that. The crime part of it is, when we're sitting here, I don't know, 30 years from now, how many convictions are we going to see overturned, due to somebody discovering, hey, that video was never real in the first place. That's scary to think about. And then you think about, there's like, and I only say this because we it came up offline, but stuff like revenge porn, right? Like you start to see pictures of people that aren't really them, but it still ruins their reputation as if it was them. So like, it's just one of those things where you're putting the wrong things in the wrong people's hands.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think absolutely. I think that's something we got to be mindful about. I think you did a great job earlier, Jack, of sort of highlighting sort of the positives of AI. Like you can become an expert on something relatively easy compared to what you used to because of the ways, if you're willing to use it, that you can sort of expedite the process of learning about something, much like the invent of the internet, right? But just like any other tool, a tool can be used for positive, or can be used for a negative, right? So let's say, somebody wanted to make it look like you were like your wife. Imagine, somebody sends an AI video of your wife doing something, right? And it's like, oh, I got your chick. And he made an AI video of your wife doing whatever. And you can destroy somebody's marriage like that. You can destroy somebody's life like that. And I think as we're compiling these tools, right, which they're all tools, just like the internet. People always talk about, they don't like social media, they don't like the internet because of all the drama. And I'm like, well, it's a tool, right? I met some of my best friends on the internet. So for me, the tool, the way I used it was positive. I used it for, encouragement, motivation, support. I mentioned my father. People have been supporting me all day, sending me messages saying, I hope hope you're doing okay, big hugs and all that stuff. And that's the positive. But there's also people who use the internet to tear people down, that just get on the internet to destroy and tear down. If you think that people aren't going to use AI for negative reasons, you're lying to yourself, and you're really underestimating the human psyche and the natural nature of human beings. To be, there are great people who do great things, and there's people who are going to use the tools to do negative things. So I do think about things like, AI porn, where, you can make it seem like a woman who hasn't done anything, negative or anything like that is, being depicted in a way that she's doing something that she's not. There's somebody that may not have committed a crime. They make an AI video to make it look like that person did it. Video used to be the gold standard. That was a smoking gun. Oh, we got a video of you doing this, so how can you explain that you didn't do it? Well, now how do I explain that somebody made an AI video that made it look like I was doing it? Because AI is getting closer and closer to actually being able to depict actual human beings. We talked about a photo that we took that you and we were joking, but y'all went out with the wives, right? And so I was like, oh, y'all live in San Antonio, I live in South Carolina. And I was like, oh, I wish we were there. So I cropped me and Toya into the photo. Of course, the photo looked nothing like me and Toya or y'all, right? It was like, why? They like, I think we were giants and like y'all were much smaller than us. Yeah. It was crazy, right? It was crazy. Because
looking like that dude that played Joe Jackson.
Right. So there's some fail safes that they put in to make sure that, you can't just use it for those reasons. But as AI improves and as AI gets better, you better believe that there are people who are going to do that. There are people who are stealing entire books. There are people that are stealing music. I just saw something that says that it was talking about the stealing of black music and how there's like 5 top 10 artists right now that are 5 top 20 artists that are AI central. Like they're just AI artists. They don't make actual music.
Remember Drake made the AI song.
Right. Right. So like AI, he did the Tupac song, right? Yeah. Right. So like that stuff there is stuff that is happening. Like people are stealing music and they're getting paid for stealing music from artists who like they said SZA's music is in 238 of of SZA's songs is being used in these apps to remake music. So people are making music, stealing SZA's style without having to pay for it. So these are things that adds where, yes, AI is a tool that can be used for great things, but it also be mindful of how it's being used in negative ways. So I just wanted to say that.
What up, Carlos? So does it make you fear the future?
Me? No, I'm a big embracer. I'm a big embracer of things because I know I'm going to use things for the positive. So anything that comes, I think, God can use anything for good. So I try to use things for good, much like my father does. So that's me. But do I fear people with AI? Abso-freaking-lutely, I do.
Yeah, I 1000% am a Skynet guy. I believe in the whole, what I'm saying? He said I'm about to hop on that wave too. Travis, you literally
classic goals.
Classic goals. You make videos.
My God.
Who the fuck is Travis?
Change your name to Travis. Jesus. Whoever you are, sir.
But what I'm saying? The thing is, I'm a Skynet guy, and I do believe that, human beings are very selfish. Human beings, yeah, I don't know what it is, but a lot of people like to lean towards that negativity. So there's always going to be some weird stuff going on. Even think about the way that people have used AI and got divorces because they're starting to fall in love with their AI assistant more so than their spouse, which
that's crazy.
It's a whole different can of worms to open up. You know what I mean? Like
one of our first episodes, we had a mini discussion about I think he was a 12 or 13-year-old that fell in love with his AI, and he ended up checking out because the AI broke up with him or something, which is like a whole different level of sophistication that I didn't know was a thing.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. But I will say the one weakness that AI seems to have, if we were going to do the whole, like, let's fight AI, the memory. So AI's memory kind of works against it. So I don't know how many people are into this, but there's been a Will Smith video, Will eating spaghetti. Like, that's been the defining AI jumps over the years. So the first one, when they did it, Will was eating spaghetti. It looked crazy. It looked all discombobulated and eyes were everywhere.
Bizarre.
Yeah, all that. And then the next video, it looked more real and more real and more real until now you have it and he looks like he's eating spaghetti. But thing is, if you ask AI to make the original Will Smith eating spaghetti video, it can't. Because it's came up so much, it can't remember how to do the old thing. Even if you program something in your phone, ask it to make you a picture, give it a bunch of prompts, and then tell it not
that same picture again.
Give me that same one. It can't do it. So that's the one weakness. If we had to, have a war, that's the weakness of AI, man.
Okay. So, what's the weakness of a number one? Because apparently, Future's number one.
I got to take your word for it.
You didn't listen to it.
As it's been very well covered here on the Say Less Say More podcast.
If y'all rewind back some episodes, you will see this
like
man
episode 3 or something like that.
Yeah, going nuts.
Going off.
Future ain't never barred nobody up.
Hey, bro, listen. So this is what I'll say. First of all, congratulations to him.
Shout out to Pluto.
So everything don't gotta be for everybody, right? Everything will be for everybody. So like, there's certain things that I love, right? I love neo soul music. It is my heart and soul. I love R&B music, true R&B music, not let's just talk about how we can have sex in like as explicitly as possible. I'm talking about like actual R&B music where they put thought into how they said things, right?
Right.
Future makes music that is not for me. It's not my bailiwick, as the Caucasians say. It's not my jam. It's not what I do. I don't get down to let's pop Molly and be male hoes music. It's not my jam. But I'm gonna clear the floor for you guys because
I ain't gonna lie.
Heard the album.
No, you had a Percocet.
Nah, it ain't even about Percocets no more. Future's actually graduated. So I did listen to the album. The album wasn't trash, but as far as Future goes, this is definitely one of his bottom tier albums. It might be, it's not the worst, but it might be right up there with, it's like number 2. But the thing is, now he over here talking about some girl do whippets. You're more clever. Like, so, we've graduated from Molly and Percocets to now doing whippets. And if you don't know what a whippet is, I'm not going to explain it, but feel free to look that up on your own time. Future's now telling people to do whippets. And, that's a whole nother conversation about the debauchery that continuously gets pushed into our community. But, hey, all I'm saying is, at this point in the game, when you're number one, I don't think it means anything anymore. Everybody goes number one because of popularity. It doesn't matter if your album's good, bad, indifferent.
Right.
Because of streaming, as long as you have a big name, you're going to go number one. So it's kind of hard to even put it in perspective of what number one is anymore because nobody has to walk to go get your album. Nobody has to, the radio play doesn't matter anymore because it's all on your phone. As long as you are the biggest name at the moment, you're going to go number one. Sorry, Rick Ross. I don't know what's going on with Rick Ross.
Rick Ross did go number one. He went like number 172,000.
That's crazy. But I think Rick Ross, there's something going on there though.
He's lost. I listened to
I think he sold something like not even like
2,000.
Yeah,
it was like 2,000 units.
Copies.
But I listened to that album. It wasn't good. There are 3 songs on that album that are actually worth listening to, and 2 that you can really put on your playlist.
The songs he played on the Joe Budden on the songs that he played
Joe
on
Budden Podcast.
on Joe Budden sounded fire. I was like, I don't know what happened.
How many songs did he play? 2, 3?
I think he played 3.
I know one of them was the.
It was like when you
song or whatever. There's a Porsche song that's fire. Everything else, it sounds like he's really. It sounds like he don't even believe in himself anymore. That's what it really sounds like.
Well, it sounds like when you go to the when you watch a movie trailer and then you go see the movie and you're like, oh, all the good shit was in the trailer.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember that Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying, like somebody was aiding him before Aiden Ross was streaming. So that's first and foremost. So you know what I mean? Second of all, I just got into Future like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He was introduced to me. And you
shout
know
out
when shout out to my guy, you know what I'm saying? But like, look, when I first heard Future, I was like, where was I when this was actually a thing? Because I probably wouldn't have liked it in the moment. You know what I'm saying? But I'm open-minded now. I'm more open-minded now. So I was like, okay, I can rock with this. I put on that album the other day. I got to about number 11. And I felt like I was watching Ben Simmons. It was 1 for 11.
That's crazy.
And I just couldn't. Like, I was like, what am I listening to? How did I get here? Why is he like this? Those are all things that popped into my mind at the time. So, you know, but with that being said,
I'm a red-blooded man.
You know, there was a big deal about Drake's, you know, his last album going number 1 that passed Michael Jackson. So when it comes to this conversation, you know, do moments like that fit into that as well?
What up, Jay? I think that.
What up, my guy? We shouted you out.
So I think it matters in the context of it's. Let's let Rick.
That's crazy, Tanaj. What up, Tanaj?
Hey, what up?
Family in the house. What up, Tanaj?
Hey. She
Deshaun
said,
J, albums and stores. Hey, Deshaun, drop the project title, my guy.
Get Rick Ross the morphine.
I think it matters. I think it matters in the grand scheme of, you know, context, right? So Drake going number 1, J. Cole going number 1, Taylor Swift going number 1. I think those matter. I think we could put those in a different area, right? I think we could literally say, like, we know that those albums would go number 1 because of how many units, right? You get 400,000, 250,000. That matters. But when you're doing 75,000, 60, 50, we gotta start really, you know, looking at it like this is just a time of things. Because that Future album, most of the people that love Future are grown. We all got kids. We all doing this thing. It's like a young generation that's listening to him, and they don't even really know what Future was really about back then. They listen to it now only for toxic stuff. They don't understand that we was back there turning up and really riding the Future for other reasons. You know what I mean? It's not just the toxic. I just, you know, I want to be sad because my girl ain't shit. I will say the one song that's probably going to blow up on that album is Build a Bitch. And, you know, that song is everything about toxicity, everything about, you know, if he could build the perfect bitch, he would, and how he would, but he can't because he's ran through so many of them. He no longer believes that the perfect bitch exists because if he could have built the perfect bitch, he would have did it already. Which, you know, it's just him running away from accountability.
So how many of these degenerates out here listening to Future picked up that Wale joint, though?
Wale had a great album. But
I know. That's the point.
And I think Wale went 60. I don't know. I think Wale, I don't know. I don't think Wale went number 1. But, phone calls.
There we
go.
Phone calls 5. Phone calls 5.
You know,
Deshaun J.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But right, I think that I do think that the people that genuinely care about hip hop, care about rap, care about music, they listen to Wale, right? They check them out. It's like, all right, cool, and they're still running that back. But for the popularity people or the people that just listen to the big names, or I listen to music here and there and everywhere, they're only going to hear the popularity. They're not going to listen to the deep cuts. They're not going underground. They're not looking for the guy that, you know, is just now popping out. So I just think going number 1, we can't hold that as high as it used to be held. You know, it's just it doesn't hold the same. It doesn't have its balls anymore. They're gone.
No, I agree. Not so one going number one really is a timing thing. I know we just got off of, I think Drake just had the longest run of number one weeks at number one for a rap album. Now, of course, you got to remember that really nobody dropped albums during that period of time that he was number one. And the first time we had like one of the people that has sort of the notoriety of a Future dropped an album, he came for number one. But of course, Future won't be at number one very long because Sabrina Carpenter or somebody like that is going to drop an album sometime soon. Olivia Dean or one of these
next J. Cole joint come out.
J. Cole, like one of these, somebody else will come out because it's just again, it's really the recency of now. So that's a thing.
Yeah, Kendrick ain't dropped yet.
Kendrick hasn't dropped yet, but I think Kendrick's coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kendrick's dropping this year. I think he's dropping
I don't know about
this year.
Well,
no, because he's not on TDE. He's not on TDE. So the thing was about TDE. Remember, you got to remember, like a lot of artists, not to shift it to a TDE conversation, but a lot of artists in TDE always complain about not being able to drop when they want to because Top wants to make sure. Top is the CEO of TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. Top wants to make sure that the product is perfect before he puts it on the streets. He wants to, and so you'll see Kendrick albums that are four years apart because, like, you see SZA albums that are 3-4 years apart. You see Baby Keem drop. Well, Baby Keem's PG Lang, but even he drops a certain period of time apart. So these types of things that are happening, that sort of, but Kendrick is on his own label now. He's on PG Lang, distributed through Interscope, I want to say it is. So he has the opportunity to sort of reset that clock. I think Kendrick drops this year.
Where you at, Doechii?
But what I wanted to say was that just going briefly back to the Jay-Z concert, which we talked about in ad nauseum already, so I don't want to talk about it. But something that he talked about was this album released when it came out. It sold 43,000 records the first week. 30 years later, he said 20 years later, was it 20 or 30 years later? Blueprint was what, 96?
No, Blueprint was 2001, wasn't it?
No, Reasonable Doubt.
I think it's about Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt was 96. Reasonable Doubt, when it came out, it released 42,000, sold 42,000 copies, right? 42,000 copies that year. He said, and 30 years later, we put 43,000 people in the stadium to listen to that album. So you got to listen to like the longevity. If you make great music, it's gonna last. So I want to just give Deshaun J, like that encouragement, bro. Like, I don't care how many people listen to it now. Keep doing what you do. Rick Ross, you're Rick Ross. Like, somebody's gonna listen to this album and say, "Hey, it's dope." Future, I can't speak to your stuff, man. But congratulations on the number one. I don't anticipate it being number one very long, but hey, God bless you.
I will say, hey, shout out Lucas. Hey, Future's album.
Hey, Lil Cuz.
Hey, what up,
Lil
Lucas?
Cuz?
But no, what I will say.
Hey, but hold up, real
Otis,
quick. Hey, Lucas, love you, dog. Fuck the Gators. Anyway, go ahead.
That's my real life cousin. Shout out to Lucas, man.
I just had to get that out of my system.
He asked, I think that's Unc, right? He asked, is number one instantly more important than being number one multiple weeks? No, I think being number one multiple weeks has a little, there's a little spice there.
Well, I think you still got to examine it, though, because like a lot of people, like obviously if somebody like Drake is dropping, then everybody else going to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's dropping for another 5 months after that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that into consideration too. Yeah.
Now, I agree on your Doechii point, Lil Cuz. I think Doechii definitely doesn't need to drop. But I think she's cooking something up. I think she's gonna be nice.
Hey,
alligator bites, fool.
Doechii can rap, bro. I don't. If you don't like Doechii rapping, I
don't see it. I can be wrong. I don't understand.
Doechii can rap. Lotto can rap. Even though Lotto's like reverting to other stuff because the rapping ain't selling the way she wanted to. She just released a new video. That
I would say she's reverting to other stuff. She did the same thing that Nicki and Cardi
but I think she's reverting to it. I don't think she has to do that. I think Lotto got the bars to just she can just bar you to death. She could. She
never
got
know.
She could.
See, the same way he was talking about Doechii, that's I've never heard a Lotto song. I don't.
Well, see, this is the thing. So
do you know who else can rap?
Okay.
You know who else can rap? Glorilla
can rap too.
Glorilla can rap. Doja can rap.
Doja's easily number one out of all of them. Doja Cat is the best.
Okay.
Like it's not even. Doja
I said Cat it was Doja until Doechii.
is the best.
I said it was Doja until Doechii.
Doja Cat is the best. Like, it's not even. Doja Cat is the best.
I said it was Doja until Doechii. I said it was Doja until Doechii.
All right, well, hey.
Doja.
Since y'all wanna do all this debating and all this kind of shit.
Oh, here we go.
You brought up Jay-Z.
What you about to do? What are you about to do? What are you about to do?
You brought up Jay-Z. So like,
go ahead.
So he just did his Yankee Stadium run. Is that something that Curtis Jackson could pull off?
Can 50 Cent pull off what Jay-Z did in 3 days?
Jackson.
Just 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So I think
3 days. Wait. Full stipulations. 3 days at a stadium and sell it out all 3 days.
I think that 50 can do it one day. He can 100% sell out Yankee Stadium one day. I'd say possibly 2. No way he's doing 3. No way he's doing 3.
I don't know if he could do 2.
And my thing is, I don't know. I might be alone on this island of G Unit wasn't that great, but
no, you're not. You are not.
Like people be trying to hold.
All right, correction. The only thing Rez gets passionate about is Jay-Z, LeBron James, and G Unit.
Dog, you are not alone. Hey, you are not. You are not alone, Jack.
I feel like so many people.
Wait, no, pause, Jack. ISO. I wish I could play "You Are Not Alone" by Michael Jackson right now for this moment. No, they were. Yo, G Unit. You know what? Go to a G Unit concert. Matter of fact, if you go in the group chat, if G Unit came to your city right now, are you gonna go check them out?
No.
Especially if the tickets cost more than $150, there's no way that concert.
If the tickets cost more than $25,
Jay, you're right. Lloyd Banks is
nice.
Lloyd Banks is cold.
Nice. Lloyd's
but
nice.
If Lloyd Banks ever opened his mouth, he could have been one of the best rappers of the 2000s.
Get out
Like
of here,
Lloyd Banks cold. Don't get me wrong. But
what up, E, my guy? What up, E? Sorry.
I think 50 could get a night just off of the name.
He could sell out one night. He could,
but also would help Jay-Z.
Get Rich Die Trying. Get Rich Die Trying anniversary. Yeah,
right. It would help Jay-Z. Obviously, like I'm not necessarily saying that he needed this, but I mean, hell, he brought out Nas, he brought out Eminem, he brought out Rihanna, so on and so forth, right? Mm-hmm. So like, who's 50 bringing out? Like he gonna bring out Justin Timberlake, maybe?
He's gonna bring out the game
for
he ain't bringing out the game.
Song.
He's bringing out the game.
He ain't bringing out the game.
Today in 2026, 50 Cent is bringing out the game.
The
game just tweeted 50 and said, "Hey, yo, I need a G Unit bandana, headband, whatever. He needs it."
And you also know that the game is one of the most bipolar rappers to ever touch a microphone.
However, I also know that money talks. I also know that notoriety is everything, especially for these has-been rappers. So if 50 Cent is doing a Get Rich or Die Trying New York City festival, he's bringing Hate It or Love It outside. Like he's gonna bring that song.
Yeah, and he's going to rap the verses. He ain't bringing Jason out there.
Ain't nobody bringing out JC on. Ain't nobody see JC on, dog. Hey, listen.
Hey,
50. So whoa. So y'all know this.
Whoa, Trey Songz performed the power intro. That's funny as hell.
He'll bring Eminem out there. He'll get some Eminem love.
Nah,
Marshall's coming.
So you got to look at what made the Jay-Z concert what the Jay-Z concert was, right? So not only was it that he was doing the 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt, he hadn't performed, like he'd only done one concert, which was the Roots Picnic, since, and like, what 444 came out in 2018.
Yeah.
He didn't even tour 444, bro.
He didn't. He didn't tour 444.
He didn't tour 444. He did like a few spot dates with Beyonce. Like that's all he's done. We haven't seen him on the stage. So he's took roughly 10 years between on stage performances. So that's one thing that built what Jay-Z was able to do. The second thing was that people wanted to hear from it. There's all these there's been all this talk about all this stuff. It's the 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. Jay-Z also made it an event. People were like, I know people. Uncle, he was at the show at Yankee Stadium. People traveled from South Carolina, traveled from Texas, traveled from California, traveled from all around the world to go to that concert. That's what 50 would have to do what Jay did. And 50 can't do that. If 50's in your city, that's a completely different thing, right? He comes to your city, yeah, all right, yeah, we're gonna see 50 because he's in town. But if 50's out, and he made the point, check me, I was selling stadiums in Europe. You know what's not hard to do if you're an American artist, y'all? Can I be honest with you?
Sell out overseas.
Sell out overseas. So when Drake goes over there, no hate on Drake, but when Drake over there, like, I did 3 nights and we sold out 3 nights in this stadium and did 3 different shows. That's dope that you can do that. But you can do that in Europe, my boy, because American artists don't go to Europe that often. That's why in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, the way that black artists made the most of their money was by doing what? Traveling to Europe. So you're not making the point that you think you're making, my boy.
You're not wrong. Unfortunately, Europe never got to see Elvis. He was trapped in the contract.
Yeah, he was trapped in the contract. He wanted to go to Europe. He wanted to go to Europe, Japan, all of that.
Note. Man, they didn't even have 50 come out for the NBA Finals.
Dog.
Hey, stop it. Stop. And look, bottom line, 50 can pull off.
Curtis, you ain't who you think you are, my boy. Curtis, you're not who you think you are, my boy.
And I don't know, because the New York.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
And the Massacre.
Don't do that.
You have to give the Massacre love too.
Don't do that.
Chat, is the Massacre ass? I need it. One of his ass, 2 of his if it's great. Like,
if we're gonna call Get Rich or Die Trying a 10 out of 10.
Who's the girl?
I didn't call it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah.
If we're gonna call it a 10 out of 10, I think you got to call the Massacre at least 8.5.
Yeah. What? You said 8.5?
Yeah, you got to give it at least 8. Yeah, you got to give it at least an 8.5.
Told you, Travis just said the Massacre's fire.
Make the case. Make the case. Make the case.
Classic Golds.
Make the case, Classic Golds.
Make the case.
Make the case.
Okay, hold on.
Baltimore love thing.
Hey, hold on. Where the hell is Jay at?
Y'all liked AO technology like that?
Nah,
AO technology's on Curtis.
That's on Curtis. Yeah.
It's not on the Massacre.
Okay, I always think.
Yo, we gotta stop pretending that 50 Cent only has 2 albums. He has 5.
Pretending.
We gotta
stop. Pretending. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. No,
First pretender today.
I think that 50 Cent. Well, one, Get Rich or Die Trying was always a little overrated to me anyway, because half the songs were on other things anyway. But
it was absolutely on Who is 50 Cent.
Hey, I'm not letting y'all.
It was absolutely on How to Rob.
If you feel that way.
They took the same songs, they took the same verses and put them over Dre beats. My homeboy's from Long Island. Far Rockaway.
Life on the line. Those last 3 songs, Life on the Line and all that shit, they didn't even change the beat.
You asked. There's Piggy Bank, Gatman and Robin, Candy Shop.
Wait. Let's do that again. Piggy Bank.
Just a little bit.
Gatman and Robin. When was the last time you heard Gatman and Robin?
Last week.
Just a little bit.
You heard Gatman and Robin last week?
It came on when I was in the gym.
You're a nasty man, sir.
Hey, dog. 2-5. Hey, hold up. Hey, everybody in this chat. I just want y'all to know that 2-5 is a nasty
He's a nasty
nigga. He
man.
listens to the most disgusting music.
Nasty man.
It is gross. This man listens to Stack Bundles, which I know 90% of y'all watching right now.
That was his number one artist.
His number one artist.
Wait till you see who my number one artist is this year.
What,
I don't want to know.
Joe Hendry made it to number 1?
It's gonna be the Let Out guy. There's gonna be one song, J. Cole, the Let Out. That's it.
That's crazy.
I'm sure
Bunch Road. He got Bunch Road on repeat.
I'm sure that's gonna make the top 4.
Lindsay, don't slap me. Lindsay, don't attack me. All right, I'm sorry.
Hey, Lindsay, how you doing, Lindsay?
I'm just saying.
Actually, while
your
you're
husband
playing,
is nasty.
By the time we get to the end of the year, we might have that Pursuit of Forever playlist number 1 on my list.
Let's go!
Okay.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Nasty man.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but no, nobody's pulling up to see Tony Yayo. Nobody's pulling up to see Buck. Young Buck ain't even going to be there. You know what I'm saying? I might show up for Uncle Murder. So that's just me though.
No, Tony Yayo is the
No. You ever seen the G Unit clips? Like it's like you want to see G Unit in concert, and it's just a bunch of them clips of them doing this, and then they switch hands.
They old school.
Well, they probably can't even move in them little ass tank tops. You know what I'm saying? First of all,
No, Hated Love is not a bad song. It's not a bad song. It's just not. I don't know anybody. And again, I'm in South Carolina, so I may be biased, but
no, you're not wrong. I'm saying the Massacre deserves love because the Massacre did sell. I'm saying
it's a good album.
I just think that Get Rich or Die Trying is the only album I care about. I personally think Curtis is better than the Massacre, but sales wise,
I don't like Curtis.
Not. But I
really like the AO technology like that, huh?
I liked Amusement Park. I like AO Technology.
I like Amusement Park.
Amusement Park's fire, dog.
Hold on. What's a part of Amusement Park? Because maybe I don't remember it.
Girl, you ain't got to take your panties off. Just move to the side. If you want to ride on a roller coaster, baby, come on and ride. It goes up and down and round and round.
Hold up, but what's with the 50 Cent voice, though? You could have just said the word.
Stand up, you're on the floor. It's on the...
Nah.
That's what
he just went into character.
Just had to break you off. Good evening, ladies. Safe to start. I hope you enjoy my amusement park.
That's it.
I know that entire song.
That's like a white person. That's like a white person cosplaying as a Native American. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But
That's crazy.
So what's up with all these non-married people with all the opinions, bro?
Oh, clear out. I got you again. This is another one. All right, so listen. So I was listening to the
Joe Budden Podcast.
Joe Budden Podcast, and they were talking about a clip where what's the chick's name? Mandy from Horrible Decisions. She changed the name of her pod to something else.
Like Horrible Decisions, right?
It was horrible.
Yes.
Yeah, Horrible Decisions spelled WHORE able decisions. And she had she had Sophie Figueroa lady on there. Sophie Figueroa? She was on her pod. And she was saying
Vergara,
no, the Figueroa girl.
Figueroa.
The one y'all just talking about in the group chat. We were just talking earlier.
Drake?
Like Drake's baby mama?
No, the one y'all said that the lady Jack, you always share her clip.
Sarah Fontenot. Sarah Fontenot.
No, not Figueroa. Sarah Fontenot. She was on Mandy's new pod, and they were talking about because if y'all know. First of all, shout out to Sarah Fontenot. She does a great job of doing something that I really wish more people would do, which is uplift marriage and uplift the ideals surrounding like what marriage is supposed to be about versus what single miserable people have decided to make it. And she was talking to these two young ladies, Mandy and some other person that was in the chair who I don't know her name and I don't need to. But she was talking about, the lady was saying that, I think that marriage is for broke people. Like marriage is for broke women. Marriage is for women who don't have anything of their own and are looking for a man to save them and yada, 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 yada. And I thought to myself, that's exactly why me and my wife started the Pursuit of Forever podcast, is because conversations about marriage, about relationships, are, especially in mass, are being had by really unhappy, miserable people who don't want to be married. And if they were to get married, are not able or disciplined enough to put in the work that it takes to make a marriage work, right? People be like, well, I don't want to have to work to make a marriage or relationship work. That's any relationship. When you go to your job, you work to make sure that you can keep your job. When you're home, you work to make sure that your house is clean. It's not that you don't love your house. You love your house a whole bunch, but I still got to clean it up. Because if I don't clean it up, my house becomes a mess. Right? So every day I take little steps to complete the maintenance that allows me to keep my home in a way that I can still love it. But the messier my house becomes, the less I want to be there. A marriage is very similar to that. Right? In a marriage, you have to be willing to have conversations that are uncomfortable. I have to be able to tell you, hey, the thing that you're doing makes me unhappy, and you not take it as an offensive thing. And you not take it as a personal attack. Because I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking an issue that exists within our marriage. And see, the lady Mona, not Mona, I'm sorry. What was her name? Mandy. Mandy was like a lot of these people, they minimize marriage to be this thing that's like, oh, if it's not perfect, I don't want it. Marriage is never gonna be perfect. I've been married to my wife for 19 years, 20 years next year, praise God. Lord willing, if we live for another year, we'll be married for another year, and I'm not gonna have it another way. But you know why? The lady made a statement on the pod. She said, I'm not afraid to lose a man. I am terrified of losing my wife. That is why I treat her the way I treat her. I never, ever, ever want my wife to feel like I'm not terrified to lose her. She should know that she has somebody that's continually invested in her happiness. So if there's something that's going on in her life, there's steps that I'm going to take as a man to make sure that she's okay. And conversely, if she sees I'm unhappy, there's certain steps she's going to take as my wife to make sure that I'm happy. It's a continual fight to choose each other and to make sure that we are doing what it takes to take care of each other and make each other happy. It's not a one-sided thing. That's what marriage is. And that's what people who've never been married don't understand. So keep your miserable selves away from marriage discussions. Period.
Got a little passion there. Felt that energy in you. I felt like you was about to punch the camera. Like,
no, I'm not gonna punch the camera.
You was trying to punch somebody in the face. Like, you stay your single bitter ass.
Sorry. I just
stay a whore.
No, I mean, I agree. I agree though. You know, married people. Classic goals. Mines will be. What
Shout
are
out
you
to
talking
Classic
about?
Goals.
No, he said mines will be. John, yeah,
say more.
But you know, the idea that, you know, all these people have all this advice, you know, for long-term relationships, and they can never maintain one. It is a stigma, you know what I mean? And there's always an anomaly. There's always somebody who actually can give you good advice, but more than likely, you need to make sure. Oh, perfect! It's crazy.
Perfect is wild.
I don't know.
God
I mean, I
bless
guess
you.
you be like perfectly imperfect.
It's
perfect.
Classic Goals married.
No, he's engaged.
Okay.
Hey, on episode 100.
Hey, episode 100, come back and talk to us, my guy.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that, you know, we gotta bring it back to keeping it close knit. And also it is a big deal. If you do get relationship advice from a single friend, if they start pushing you towards, yeah, you should leave, or the negativity starts to outweigh the positivity, then you probably shouldn't talk to those people anymore. Because when you talk about your marriage, you should want somebody who's going to gradually push you into, like, no, stay. Unless, and I'm not going to say
an abuse situation.
Well, that's the
like
thing,
abuse,
right? Because in these hypotheticals, we always bat for 100. You know what I mean?
Right,
so
right.
In hypothetical situations, you're only looking at nice places. You know what I'm saying? Nice marriages, nowhere abuse is happening, and like, you know what I'm saying? He said, you taught to be still. What are you talking about?
Classic Goals is crazy. Classic Goals, we got to bring you on the pod, my guy. You sound very interesting. You sound very interesting.
But yeah, man, just, you know, keep your marriage, you know, keep it special. I must be an anomaly. Boy, yes, you are. You are the walking anomaly. And not in a good way, because ain't shit gonna be perfect.
Hey, you see it. You see it. Go ahead, Tupac.
Well, you know, it's crazy, right? Because we spend our lives working hard for the things that we want, right? Like, you want a certain car, you know, you do what you can to get it. You want that house, you do what you can to get it. You know, only when it comes to marriage is it this, oh my God, I'm not doing that, I won't do that. Yes, you will. If you really want it, you worked hard to get to the point of marriage. You got to work hard to keep the marriage, because, you know, because you're inviting somebody into your life where a lot of times they come from a completely different background, you know, completely different way of living or ideology. So there's going to be bumps in the road just because
even if you're the same race, like not even if you're multiracial, like literally you could be the exact same from the exact same neighborhood. It's the exact same thing. You're gonna run into all that stuff. Sorry, 25. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're gonna run into all that stuff. So the problem is that everybody wants to take the easy way out. Everybody thinks that life is on Disney status, and it's not. It is not supposed to be. Like, if your marriage is perfect, come see me and I'll tell you how perfect it's not.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what's going on with the mailman. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell your wife what's going on with the secretary if everything is perfect. Because that's generally what you see. All those people that are happy-go-lucky and never been upset. Every moment is just a positive, oh, I just want a hug and all that kind of stuff like that. Them the quiet ones, man. Them the ones you gotta watch. Them the ones you gotta watch.
Yeah.
And but as far as these people having these conversations, we know what it is. It falls under that whole I'm upset about what you're saying, but you're saying it, so I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna listen, and that's the stuff that gets the attention because there are people out here that are talking about marriage in the correct ways, but they're Wale status.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I even think about I even think about the fact that like just not even on podcasts, just like the people that you have in your circle is so important. Like I think about when we go through things, like the three of us, right? Like we talk to each other. Like all three of us, no matter what's going on, we're gonna talk through and be like, okay, cool, how do we make this work? Like that's what having a positive group of men around you, my fellas who are married, you need to have some married friends around you that's gonna give you good game. Not saying that single people can't, but I'm saying you need some dudes around you that's sort of grounded in the same stuff that you grounded in. And if you don't have that, you need to find it. Because those single dudes, they don't get it. They don't understand. Like, oh, dog, just go out and find another one. I'm married.
Yeah, that's not how it works. Yeah, that's not how it works.
Yeah. I chose this person. I had the opportunity to choose anybody in all the women in the world that I dealt with. I chose that one. That means something. You don't understand what that means.
They don't make them like that no more. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is a one of one.
Oh, same, absolutely, cuz you absolutely right. Shout out to Telebobella. That's my little cousin. Shout out to Jayville or Duval in the county in the business in the building.
You know what I'm saying? And you need friends that'll tell you that sweet chin music without passing the aux is not an option.
Absolutely. And the women, absolutely the same thing. Women do absolutely need married friends that can, when they're going through stuff, that can give you good game. If not married, you
need somebody that's positive. You know what I mean?
At least that somebody that likes your husband is not going to tell you just walk out on him because that's
just
crazy.
Leave him, girl. You're okay.
and
have your ass sitting over here struggling to pay the light bill because you listen to your single ass friend.
And to Uncle O's point, it absolutely like you can, and that's why I want to, classic goals. Like you can say, I'm going to be the perfect husband, right? That don't mean that your wife is going to come across in a perfect way. So two imperfect people enter into a contract and a relationship.
And perfect to you isn't perfect to the other person.
Exactly. You may be thinking like there's 21 years, dog.
How many dudes out here buying flowers thinking that they I'm always buying her flower, I'm always taking her out, I'm always doing this, and you ain't never take the damn trash out though.
Faithful married friends. There you go, Faye.
That's a good one.
That's what I told you. That's a one of one. There ain't another in her pedigree. I told you.
You bugging. That's crazy. That is crazy.
But and that's the other thing, right? Your circle matters. Your circle matters. Faithful married friends. And you know what I'm saying? Obviously that doesn't fall for a lot of people, but a lot of people do succumb to peer pressure. And that's a big issue that a lot of people can't they can't deal with. Everybody thinks like, oh no, I'm the one who could deal with it. I am, because I'm an only child. I got only child syndrome. So it's very easy for me to go away. It's very easy for me to go away from the pack when everybody's doing some dumb shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? But everybody not built like that. Most people, when everybody's doing it and it looks fun and it looks cool, they're going to fall into. They're going to jump into the pool because everybody else got in the pool. Me? Hell no. I've always walked to the beat of my own drum. It's easy. But everybody ain't like that. Hey, you should definitely have a positive.
Why the fam coming for you like that?
Hey, Lucas, you're not pointing to Uncle O said, are you? I think he's talking about what. I think he's talking about what Lindsay said. I'm pretty sure.
I think he's talking about what
Lucas would never.
And
Lucas would never.
I'm gonna pretend that he is.
No, Lucas would never. Not Lucas. No, Lucas would never.
Damn, really?
But you know what I would never do?
What's that?
Have a dirty ass goddamn car.
Oh.
Another thing that they talk about on the JVP.
Joe Budden Podcast.
I got to talk about this, right? Because I called Rez today.
No piss bottles.
Random as hell. I called Rez, and I know this feel like it came out of nowhere, but we talking about the Joe Budden Podcast. So my thing is,
Joe Budden Podcast.
I don't understand how men can come around here and drive these cars and trash them like females do. And yes, I'm generalizing because there's an anomaly of females out there that do keep their cars clean. But 60% of y'all got clothes from last week, McDonald's cups, chip bags, 2 purses in the back, a trunk full of nonsense. Every woman got a goddamn sweater somewhere cramped in her car that's been, please come and save me. Look, Lindsay said, don't get in my car then. See, it's okay, though, because your husband is supposed to do his job and clean your car out, which I know he does. But for all the men out here, you got dirty vehicles, you got shit inside your car, papers and all this other stuff. What the hell happened to you? Like, where did life go wrong to where you don't understand that your car is supposed to be clean? It's supposed to be immaculate. Like, that is wild as hell. No, if you have kids, it is the same thing. I have children. You never get in my car and be like, damn, Jack, what's going on in here? It never happens. None of them. None of my cars are dirty. None of my cars have food residue in them. None of that. All the kids can get in Ariel's car, and guess what they're going to do? Chips, cookies, crackers, all that other stuff. Immediately can take them out of the car. The bag of chips is somehow going to become litter of the earth, and they're going to get in my car and act like they're not hungry. That the dirtiness of the vehicle has nothing to do with anything except for you. You make the rules, and either they're gonna follow them or they ain't. I just don't understand how men are out here driving around in dirty ass cars. That shit is weird because you should have pride in your shit. Like, men should care about their cars, bro. You don't get the rims and the tint and the sound system just to ride around in old dusty dust. This is weird to me. So just that I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Rez doesn't agree. He doesn't care how his car looks.
So what I'll say is this: listen, dude. Let me explain something to you real quick, my guy. So,
stop eating in your cars.
I have 6 children, and I pretty much lived in my car, like when I was driving to and from places. So now I didn't always, do the best job of maintaining the inside of my car. But what I will say is, I didn't. What would bother me is that I got in somebody's car that was junky and they didn't care that it was junky. Like, I usually be like, "Yo, sorry for the mess." My car, but messy in my car isn't like super messy. But
I didn't like your car stinks or anything.
Yeah, like my car was like, but like you said, like a jacket. Like, there's definitely a jacket in the back of my car. I have a
I think Rez had a whole office in the back seat of his car. But
the day you came, it was literally book release day, and so I had all the stuff from the book release in my car. That was a terrible example of my car.
My man got in the car. Welcome to the library.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was a lot of stuff in there. But my but I actually just signed up for Tidal Wave membership, so I can go get my car like detailed once a week. So
okay.
All
right, there you go.
Hey, shout out to the monthly memberships, man. I got one at Club Car Wash, Club Paradise, whatever it's called. But yeah, I take my truck there.
Place. That's a different membership, Jack.
Yeah.
It's a car wash.
It's a strip club, Jack.
It's a membership to a strip club is crazy.
I thought he was talking about sugars at first, but like
that's Sharkies.
So like y'all was talking about that, and obviously Jack hates dirty cars and feels passionate about it. Well, let's talk about some hate because you knew you was going to turn on here and 2-5 was going to hate something. So What I hate is all you mealy mouth some bitches out there that all of a sudden lost their manners. Everything from when you were 2 years old was please and thank you. When you were old enough to walk freely, we were taught to say, excuse me. Why don't people do that anymore? Like, bro, I was literally in the store the other day and like homie was just standing there looking at me, waiting for me to move. And I'm like, I know he got to get by. So I asked him, I say, hey, you trying to get by? And he's like, oh yeah, I just need to get it. I said, all you gotta do is say, excuse me. That man looked at me like I cussed him.
He was
in Texas, bro.
How you gonna tell me?
You know what I'm saying? Excuse me goes a long way. Please and thank you goes a long way. Manners go a long way. Act like you got some damn home training. Now I know some of y'all don't. That's why I said act like it. So at the end of the day, it does not cost anything to be polite.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's telling you to back down, be disrespected, feel like you're being punked or any of that kind of stuff like that. Just say 2 simple words that'll get you to your destination a lot quicker than you gonna get by staring at me. Because I will just fucking stand there and stare at you like you would. I can't say that word no more. Like you're an R word. Like you know, said I can't say that no more. But I will stand there and look at you like that. So anyway, Jack went to the movies.
Well, speaking of said movie, speaking of that movie, the rule in that movie is actually, honor the rules of Zeus. The laws of Zeus.
Zeus's laws.
Zeus.
Yes.
Zeus's
Let's talk
law.
about the Odyssey.
So Zeus's law is basically the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated, but the only difference is you treat others the way they want to be treated because you never know that might be a god disguised as a man. So you always treat people gold, right? What I will say, 2-5. Oh, also Lucas, going back to find a solid car wash. I vacuum my car myself. But I feel you, you know what I'm saying? If you let other people do it like, wash tub, I get it. They don't really do the squeaky clean service. But yeah, back to the Odyssey.
Or some of us can pay for the service.
Well, you hear that? That was the sound of Rez calling y'all peons.
Calling y'all broke. He called me
No, not y'all.
He called me broke because I like to get out and clean my own car. That's crazy. Because I like to get out and use elbow grease.
Hey, don't be mad. Don't be mad. Next episode, you're going to be talking about Jackie Range, Jackie Uso. Rez will jump in to help.
Vacuum man. The man with the broom.
But to the Odyssey.
Man.
The Odyssey.
But the
Odyssey.
Odyssey. Well, I mean, we skipped. I think we. Whatever.
No, the Odyssey go.
Yeah,
all right. So, the Odyssey for one. If you have not seen the Odyssey, please go and see it. If you like film, if you don't like film and you only watch movies because they got action in it and it's got to keep your attention, go see this movie. It's a Christopher Nolan movie. Christopher Nolan doesn't miss. If you don't know who Christopher Nolan is, he watched Beyonce. Yo, they really getting you on this Beyonce thing. Yo, so if you don't know who Christopher Nolan is, he gave you the Batman Dark Knight trilogy. So you got all three Batmans, Inception, Interstellar. He gave you Oppenheimer and Dunkirk. Those are the real big movies that people know from Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Go see him. Check him out. He also gave us Tenet, which is a phenomenal movie because the whole movie is filmed, but it's backwards in action. Go see it.
Tenet again. Yeah.
No, Tenet is fire.
Stay on Odyssey.
Odyssey is the first film ever filmed in all IMAX. It is a completely IMAX film. What that means is they filmed the whole thing on 70 millimeter film. Also, IMAX cameras. You can only record 3.5 minutes. So I want you to think about a movie that is 3 hours long and you got to stop every 3.5 minutes. This is what they had to do to give us this film. Also, the Odyssey only uses about 3% of CGI. Everything else is practical effects. And Nolan has already said that there's zero CGI. Matt Damon has said zero CGI. So if the animatronics are really like that, dog, please bring back practical effects if this is what they look like. We don't need CGI.
So who
bring
else
back
is in it
practical
besides
effects.
Matt Damon?
Matt Damon, Charlize Theron, Spider-Man, aka Tom Holland, Zendaya. I already said Matt Damon. Anne Hathaway, Princess Diaries. If y'all don't know Anne Hathaway by name, who else is in it? Twilight. Edward Cullen. I can't remember his name right now.
Robert Pattinson or something like that.
There we go. Robert Pattinson.
Oh, that was Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, he's in it.
I was like, that dude looks like he's from Twilight.
Yeah, he looks like Batman, Rez.
He's Batman.
He is Batman. Let's not forget he is Batman. Also, Dr. Dre is in it. So if you see Straight Outta Compton, Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o is in there as well. Yeah. So, a lot of people before the movie were coming out were complaining about, this character's Ellen Page is in it, aka Juno. She's in there playing a guy. So, there's that.
She's not playing a guy.
She's playing a guy. She's
Why did you mention it?
Why are you like this?
She's
I'm gonna
in
tell
it
you who
playing
fan
the
base
dude.
is crazy though, Sam.
So look, this is the thing, right? Bottom line, film is already it's filmed immaculate. It's got great actors in it. Bottom line, this movie is going to keep your attention. It's about the Iliad, aka the big poem of Homer, right? The Iliad
Epic
is basically
poem.
Yes, the big epic poem, right? And the part that we're getting is the Odyssey, which is the story of Odysseus. And Odysseus is a cunning, clever guy who defied the gods and was able to, make his way back home after being stranded and thrown this way, that way, and this way. There's a big learning, there's a big lesson in there about pride and how pride can really get your ass beat and fucked up. So he's having a Jenny.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
So what's our classic movie of the week?
Hey, no, dog. That was Jack.
That we didn't. What?
You made that lady a man.
Jack.
Who gives a shit?
Jack.
Go see what?
We gonna
see the
we gonna talk
Odyssey.
about this movie review, right?
Y'all are worrying about the wrong thing. Go see the movie.
I'm worried about the review of the movie that you're doing right now.
Golly.
My turn.
Yes, your turn. Tell us about the Odyssey.
Let me tell you about the Odyssey, y'all.
Tell us about the Trojan horse.
I went to see this movie as a history buff, somebody who loves history. One, this is mythology, not history. Those of y'all who are upset about
It
the fact
felt like
that
history the way he did it.
the fact that people were wound up about Helen of Troy being a black woman as opposed to a white woman, I want you to remember that Helen of Troy was the child of Zeus. Zeus was a swan. Okay? So you people are stupid. First of all, you people who are like, a black woman playing Helen of Troy, that's not historically accurate.
Wait. Let me push back. Let me just push back because it's Greek mythology, so they do have a reason to be upset. However, it is mythology.
No, they don't.
There were no brown Greeks.
In Greek mythology, Zeus was a swan. Okay, let's not do this. Okay, so he's all right.
A swan is white.
So that's one thing. I went to watch this movie as somebody who loves watching like movies about history and stuff like that. I knew the Odyssey, they would kill it. We had already seen Troy. Troy was an amazing, amazing movie, but wasn't done by Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is one of the greatest directors that there is. Jack did a great job of highlighting the movies that he's made, so we knew we were getting fire. That movie is 2 hours and 58 minutes long. I did not move from my seat at any time in that movie. Neither did I want to look away to do anything. Like, I had my eyes peeled. There was not a moment of that movie I wanted to miss. The acting is top tier. The storyline is top tier. The direction is top tier. There is nothing about that movie that is not fire. I am telling you, you need to go see this movie. It is really, really, really good. Without any of the things that Jack decided to mention. That
I'm sorry, I'm a film nerd, so I get
People been saying
I can't help it. I'm sorry, y'all. I really wanted to give y'all like this real concrete. If you go to my page, you can see like an actual review of the movie, and it talks about the plot and everything.
Yes.
But when I start talking, dog, I'm gonna get distracted.
Into your cinephile bag.
Yes, like I care about that. Nobody on the internet is like, "Ooh, he filmed it in IMAX. Who gives a fuck, nigga? It's a big deal." Like,
it's an amazing movie. It's an amazing movie. It's a really
all I've
big
been
deal.
hearing is that Zendaya is just in the loop of being rude. That's all I heard.
What?
No, so Zendaya's character, she is Athena. She's the goddess Athena, and essentially, she is the person that's guiding Odysseus on his journey. She's the person that's like, dog, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Like, I told you what you're supposed to do, and you're not doing it. And he's like, well, I can do it without listening to you. And she's like, no, you can't. You got to listen to me. And it's not until you listen to me that you're going to get home.
She's like, hey, cool, don't worry about it.
Right. She's like, all right, y'all, do you then? Essentially, like,
yeah, it's a good time doing it. I will say, the pride and the fall is every lesson he gets to, too. Also, all right, Let Rez do it. I'm getting nerded out again because
Yeah,
I'm thinking about the way that they transform the men from men to pigs, and there's no CGI.
That scene is fire.
There's no CGI. Like that shit.
There's so many great things about that movie.
So Ellen Page wasn't CGI either.
Keep going, Rez. There was great things.
There's so many great things about this movie. There's so many great things about this movie. I definitely recommend it. People of all ages. My kids, I took my kids with me. Laura and Isis went to movies with us. Literally, I heard Isis talking to her friends like, I didn't know if I wanted to see that movie, but that movie was amazing. And like, she's 18. Like, she really enjoyed the movie. It's a great movie. So shout out to them. 5 stars out of 5.
Definitely beautiful proverbs in the film as well. Like you're gonna walk away from that film wanting to, and I'm not even being funny. You're gonna want to be a better person when you hear those proverbs. Like, okay, yeah, like I can step up a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean? Absolutely.
I loved it. You see the love a father has for his family. It's a really amazing film. I can't talk about the movie without nerding out, so I just go see it. Movie 12 on the top. I'm sorry, movie 13 on the top 100 movies list. We have a movies list going on, the watch list. You can't see it, but it's right here. It's from IMDb, which is the internet database for movies. Top 100, we are on film 13, and that film is Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. If you haven't seen Lord of the Rings franchise, it's a very big epic, much like the Odyssey. It's got big scenes. Big action, it sucks you in. Pause. It's really good. So when you watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Two Towers is the best film of the 3, to me at least, and to a lot of people. However, it falls beneath it because they have the first one at number 8. So I feel like The Two Towers is the best. But
that's the second one. 2 Towers is the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the second. It's the best one.
The big battle. It's like a Game of Thrones battle.
Do you know why it's the best? Do you know why it's the best?
Why?
Because it doesn't end an hour in and then extend for another 2 hours after the movie actually ended. The Two Towers is a great movie. I absolutely agree.
Nah, go see Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, film number 13. Radical Jack, man. Hey, look, I'm going to do a side quest on our page. If anybody cares to just go nerd out about film, I'm working towards that, but I'm gonna start having my own little film things because we could really talk about this, but I can't just stop and be like,
Jack really and I'll give him props. Like I get on Jack all the time about the fact that he I see people do movie reviews. They don't know movies like Jack knows movies. Like he really is really like a top tier movie reviewer.
Yeah,
he didn't do his best job today.
How green Twilight was for no reason.
Because it's
how green it is.
Yeah.
Twilight. My wife was that movie sucks. It is a very hard movie to watch because the director
cover your ears, Faye. Cover your ears, Faye.
Hey, 2-5. Has LeBron chosen a team yet?
We're not there yet, sir. Okay. We're not there yet. We're going to talk
about. All I want to say is, and I'm sorry, Lindsay, if you love Twilight, so does Ariel, and so does a lot of other people that are women. That movie is absolutely terrible. It is bad. It has a green hue on it. I don't know why they use that. It's also directed absolutely bad. If you watch Twilight, notice every major scene is like this. Hey, Bella, what'd you do? Cut. Blah, 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 blah. Cut. Look, everybody's head is this big. And Twilight is a fucking terrible movie, bro. It's directed terribly. The cinematography is terrible. It is bad.
Well, yeah, I was gonna talk about this elder community bullying a woman out of her apartment. That's where we were going next.
So you did it. You did it, bro. I tried not to. I tried not to. Me and Ariel watched Twilight 3-4 months ago, and I just couldn't watch it. I was like, when you get to the second film, let me know, because this first one, I'm never watching this terrible shit. I mean, it's low budget, but dog, that shit is bad. It's so bad. Yeah. In Florida, an elderly community decided to bully a young woman out of an apartment because she was living with her. I'm glad you agree. Thank you. I'm not just hating on Twilight. I like the series. It's just the first film is butt. The elderly community in Florida, in a Florida apartment complex, this girl was living with her father, who was 55 and up. Her father passed away. And now, of course, she's 28 and she's staying in that apartment. So with her being in that apartment, the elderly community is trying to, like, they've raised money to petition her out of the apartment because she isn't old enough to live there. And I just thought it was something to talk about because it's like, dang, bro, like, do you agree that they should do that? Do you think that's fair?
I think that residents of a community deserve to live in the community that they want to live in. You know, so when they moved into that community, it was under the guise that it would be an elderly community and it would be peers and like-minded individuals in that community. I do think that these people are pretty heartless, because I would also argue that this lady that was living with her father is a part of that community, regardless of how old she is. You know what I mean? So she's been there long enough to be considered a part of that community. So I lean more towards her, like they shouldn't have voted her out.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, I can understand wanting the community that you signed up to be in.
Rez, did you hear it, or was your internet kind of jacking up? All right, well,
I didn't hear the topic.
Oh, well, there's a girl who lives in Florida. She lives in an elderly community. Her dad passed away, and the community's trying to bully her out because she's not old enough to stay there.
Oh, then yeah, she got to go.
All right, well, there it is.
I mean,
I feel like they should give her, like, I feel like she should have a 3-month way to get out. Like,
so it's a few things, right? Just to dive a little deeper, I guess. Pause. Like it's. You do have the right. I think 2-5 made the point that you have the right to live in the type of community that you choose to live in, and if it's a senior community, right, then you know you're not supposed to be there. The other problem is that housing affordability is a real issue in this modern society that we got to get our hands around, like get our brains around, because if we don't, we're gonna face an even bigger homelessness epidemic than we already have. And it's already pretty bad. Like, people can't afford to buy houses. I was thinking about my kids when I moved out when I graduated from high school. I got my first apartment like my senior year of high school. My first apartment was like $450 a month, right? Like I could realistically move out and live on my own at that age. It is not possible now to do that now because of the fact that people are making it extremely hard to have your own place your own place. So I can understand where a young lady may have found herself in a situation that she didn't plan on being in. She moved in with her family to, try to save some money. But again, it is a senior community. They have certain covenants, certain rules. And, if the parents pass away, she moved in there probably understanding that she did not belong there in the first place. And so she would have to go. Now, that's sad because you don't want people to have to move out. But you would wish that there would be, more opportunities outside of that for her to have a place to live. But the truth is, the covenant's the covenant. So, I mean, you gotta go. Sorry, that sucks. But.
I would definitely do a scan in the neighborhood and be like, yo, if I see anybody under 45, it's up.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't kicking me out, and Juju's granddaughter get to stay here. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's like there are certain things I know when we were in the military. They would talk about legal discrimination. Like if you're a pilot, you have to be a certain height or you can't be a certain weight. So like it's a senior community. Like as far as I know, that's legal and not necessarily discriminatory in the way that we think of the word.
Okay.
So y'all still out there tossing them salads?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes.
The lettuce is killing us, Rez.
The lettuce is killing us.
Okay, all right.
The lettuce
cool.
is killing us. Now,
Not
I haven't had a
lettuce.
salad.
It's lettuce from a specific company.
Taylor Farms, who I eat their kale salad like twice a week.
I don't know who Taylor
have you been
Farms is,
shitting?
but that's wild.
Well, the thing is, I thought it was from Taco Bell. I thought that was like the first place that like.
Well, they use that company's lettuce.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not a big fan of fast food anymore. Like I used to be. Fast food. Wow, Taco Bell used to be one of the places I like to go to because, you can get a spicy potato soft taco for like $1.19. So I would go there if I wanted to be cheap, get 3 of those, mild hot sauce, boom. You know, you got your little meal, and it didn't cost you that much. And I'm not eating Taco Bell meat. It's basically a veggie taco. So yeah, Taco Bell, bad lettuce. You know, whatever. I haven't stopped eating lettuce or anything like that. I haven't even tried to adjust the way that I eat. I don't look at the brands. I'm still just buying stuff. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people out here. You know, the buck can make you lose 30 pounds. I just want y'all to know it's explosive diarrhea that they're losing 30 pounds for. And they're saying it's like explosive to the point where if you're walking around, you need to have tissue in your butt, like wear a diaper because your butt is leaking. That's the parasite that they're talking about in your body. So every time you eat that lettuce, just think that parasite is in your colon, like going crazy, getting you to shit. So if you want to lose 30 pounds that way, be my guest, but I don't know how you going to work.
I don't eat lettuce.
So how long does it last?
How long does it? Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, if I got a random Sunday, I can get rid of 30 pounds.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't doing no Zipic, so I mean, like, you know, hey. You know, so I'm sure this one came from Rez, but all you ladies and gentlemen out there care about your families, care about yourselves. Get a will.
Yes, get a will. I was actually just thinking about something that, again,
Joe Budden Podcast.
a conversation out about the Joe Budden Podcast, on the Joe Budden Podcast about marriage, and they were talking about, you know, what happens sort of when somebody dies, and they were talking about it from the confines of marriage, like, you know, there's nothing worse than, you know, getting married. I mean, dying, and having a long-term girlfriend, and then the family being like, oh, this is a special friend, or not giving them any acknowledgement at all. But I'm thinking on a much larger scale, and we also were talking in the group chat earlier about like how
chat with both
nasty people get when it comes to death, right? I have people that I will never talk to again because of things that they did when somebody that I love died. I will never talk to them again, and I'm completely cool with it. Like I lose no sleep about it. But I want to speak to each and every one of you out there under the sound of my voice to understand the importance of having your last will and testament taken care of. It does not cost money. Like literally, you can go to the Center for Heirs Property Preservation. If you live in the state of South Carolina, they actually is one in Texas as well. You can go there and they will do your will for like $30. It costs damn near nothing. If you're above 65 years old, they do it for free, right? Because the people that you love deserve to know what you wanted, right? And also, you have the opportunity when you have a will, you have an opportunity to write those people in that do mean something for you. So if you have that long-term relationship like with that young lady that you've been with, and you're like, well, we don't need a piece of paper. We don't need a piece of paper to tell us that we love each other. When you pass away, your family has no obligation to cut that young lady into the benefits of your life. And if that's something you're cool with, cool. Maybe you don't love her as much as you think you do. But I know for me, if I was to pass away and my wife had no consideration, that would bother me. If it's up to me and my children had to fight for their inheritance, that would bother me. So and when you don't do a will, you leave it up to people to decide what you meant. That's not a fair position to put people that you love in. Also, those of you who just have a random piece of paper in your house, like, oh, I wrote it down so people know, that's not acceptable in a probate court. So please be mindful. Take the steps. Get a real will. Don't go on LegalZoom, because there's certain things the LegalZoom doesn't tell you. Get a real will and have it in a place where people know where it is, people who love you, so they can pull it out and say, hey, this is what he or she would have wanted, so that the family can be taken care of, or the people that you love will be taken care of, whether they're blood or not. Just, you know,
don't forget the living will. Don't forget the living will part. Don't forget about that part of it. You know what I mean? Where if you become incapacitated,
right?
You know, what happens to you?
Right.
You know,
right.
Like, are you just going to sit around until you can't? You know, or are you going to go out with dignity, I guess you would like to say?
Yeah.
So those decisions are important. You know, that's a situation that I found myself put into.
Right.
You know, with a family member that, you know, isn't in their right mind at this stage in their life. And there was no idea of what does this person want? Like, if something were to happen to them, there's nothing out here. So now you put other people in a position of they're playing God now. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it's time to let this person go. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's not what they wanted. You know what I mean? But without any legal documentation, you just have to make the best decision you can, I guess.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, 2-5. Even to the point like somebody's on on life support, right? Like for me, I don't want to be, I don't like I told my wife, I don't want to just be sitting here living off this machine. If you realize, hey, don't keep me on this thing just for your purposes. They be like, oh, well, what if Doug, he's been on this respirator for 4 months. He ain't coming back. So you want him to sit here and live in this vegetative state, or you want him to go and just be in peace? Like, if that's what the person wants, say it for yourself and get it documented so that your family knows what to do, and you're not just just sticking around because somebody in your family like, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. No, listen, this is what I want. But if you never say what you want, people don't know. And it sucks because, like, when I did my will, I was always afraid of doing a will because I feel like there's it's the same reason I never wanted to, like, interview my grandma. Like, when my grandma was sort of going through it, like, I was afraid, like, if I learned everything I needed to learn from her, that she'd leave. Right? She ended up leaving me anyway. But, like, I thought that would be the thing, So just be mindful, take the time. And like Uncle O said, revocable trust option also as well. That's something you also can look at in terms of estate planning. But we can talk more about that another time. Jack, I see you. You're muted.
Yeah. Mute monster.
That's why. I know. I was saying that I think that morbid thoughts come with doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like doing wills and stuff. Morbid thoughts do come up and kind of make you, question a lot of things. Also, my uncle texted me. I don't know why you didn't just comment on here, but he just wanted to say that in the Odyssey, there was a lot of things that were cut out from the original poem, which there were. He doesn't fight he doesn't fight the sea monster.
It's 3 hours long.
Giant, it's only it's only 3 hours.
2 hours and 58 minutes long.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you about to get a 2-part.
But he should have. Nah, they took the sea monster part out, and then they also. I personally, I didn't get to it because obviously I nerded out too much. But I didn't like the fact that the giant didn't have his family to talk to. Who hurt you? Nobody. Oh, I was upset that part didn't happen. But
for the record, it wasn't green.
It wasn't green.
Okay.
And stay away from Soylent Green. That's another book reference for those who get it. If they don't, they don't. But but yeah, what's next, 2-5? Come on, man.
So sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but LeBron.
All right, y'all. Hey, look, for everybody who's been kicking it with us,
y'all.
I appreciate all of you guys. But if you don't care about sports, we have made a decision as a podcast. We move all the sports topics to the end because.
Oh, can I do my relationship before we do sports then?
Oh, yes. Rez does have a relationship. He does have a relationship
before we go to sports. All right, so really quickly, hey fellas, stop being so cool, dog. Like, take off your cool, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean, right? I get it. You're a man and you want to hold, your masculinity, and they got to know how hard and how gangster you are. Have fun with your lady, my guy. You don't got to be a gangster at the R&B concert, my boy. Get up. Dance with her, my guy. Your lady wants to dance. Your lady wants to enjoy the music. When she's up swaying her hips, she wants to feel something behind her. You know what I'm saying?
Mike?
Give her that. What up? That was Mike.
He comes in right at the sports part. That's crazy.
Listen, let her feel like she's there with somebody. Me and my wife were at the concert last night, dog. Before the actual show started, they was running the R&B classics. We singing the R&B classics. They put on a little bit of gin and juice. We rapping gin and juice back and forth. We having a whole vibe. Meanwhile, behind us, my man acting like he was dragged there. Dog, if you want to be there, don't be there, my boy. Don't ruin the experience for your lady, because what you actually end up having is a great opportunity, a memory. Like, yo, remember that night we went out? We had a vibe. We
That's how
danced,
baby
we held
get
hugs.
made.
Listen, we came home. I'm not gonna say it, but listen, I'm saying it was a great night. Take off your cool. Enjoy the moment. Be there with your lady. Put down your phone. Take off your mean mug. Grind on her. She likes it.
That's how you get kids.
Put your glasses back on.
Put your glasses back on.
Or, as Radical Jack once said before, if you got to be hard all the time around your lady, you probably don't like your lady that much. You probably want somebody that's just as hard as you.
All right.
Anyway, LeBron.
So, for those of you that are wondering if LeBron,
we gotta make that a clue. That's a drop.
If y'all are wondering if LeBron James has chosen his new team, he has not. But that's not what I want to talk about per se. I wanted to ask you guys because, Adam Silver came out and was saying how his decision is delaying the schedule. And then there was another report that came out because, he said that LeBron is irritated that Adam Silver, made that comment. So should Adam Silver put the schedule on hold until LeBron chooses a team?
No.
Not at all. Why? Because why do you need to put the schedule on hold based off of one player not deciding where he wants to go yet? It doesn't matter. If you know what prime time is going to be and you know certain teams are going to be on TV at this time, just make the schedule. You know what I mean? This is the thing that bothers me, right? He knows, Adam Silver, not anybody else, but Adam Silver has an idea of where he will go, right? The teams that he's going to go to are all teams that are going to be on TV regardless. We talk about the Warriors, they're going to be on TV. Talk about the Heat, they're going to be on TV. The Cavs, they're going to be on TV. Even the Wizards are going to be on TV because they got Anthony Davis. What
are you doing? What the fuck is that? What the Wizards? What the fuck?
Oh, shut up. Shut up. You love the Wizards. You love the Wizards.
Stop that slander. There was no need for that stray.
Hey, the Wizards, they're going to be on TV. We're going to watch them. We're all going to tune into the Wizards. All of us. Because we love watching the Washington Wizards.
Because I was thinking about it. Like a lot of what you said, right? Because
don't wait.
the Heat just went and got Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Correct.
They're going to be on TV.
Right.
Philly just went and got a Finals MVP from 2 years ago.
Oh, I forgot about Philly.
Jaylen Brown.
Golden State, you just mentioned. You got to have West Coast inventory. You know what I mean? So, let's just hypothetically say, because I've been saying he should go to Minnesota, for basketball reasons. You got Anthony Edwards and LaMelo. They going to be on TV.
They're going to be on TV.
And guess what?
Steph Curry's on TV.
Here's an idea, Adam Silver. How about you put Cooper Flagg on TV? How about you put Darren Peterson on TV?
Put him on TV.
How about you put Darius Acuff on TV?
Put him on TV.
Because guess what? Knock on wood, because I'm not trying to be morbid. LeBron ain't going to be here forever.
He's not.
There comes a point where the NBA has to move on. And I know, cover your ears, Rez. LeBron has shown you that he don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he cares about LeBron. He's in the business of LeBron. So move on with your season. Move on with your schedule and get him. What Jaylen Brown said, they packed me up, bro. Pack him up.
What I'll say is this. When you allow somebody to hold that type of power, they now have that type of power. And Adam Silver, he tipped his hand. You don't show nobody that they got the big joker. And you don't show somebody that they can beat you, and and he did. It's poor leadership on his part. You don't come out and say, "Oh, we're holding up the schedule for LeBron." That's stupid. You put out your schedule, and if he ends up on then cool. If he doesn't, then cool. I know he's a big draw. I understand. I get that there are people who only want to watch when LeBron's watching. Guess what? If you have to let your ratings suck a little bit to make the point that the league is bigger than one person, then you do it. That's what leadership is. Because it's not going to last long. They're gonna learn to love Cooper Flagg. There's some great, exciting young players out there. The problem is we don't know who these people are because y'all so busy talking about LeBron. I'm a LeBron fan.
So you want to go conspiracy style?
Do it.
What would that be?
So they say that Anthony Davis.
You right on.
Anthony Davis on August 6th becomes eligible for his max. He's eligible for 4 years, $280 million. Now if Washington doesn't want to pay that, maybe you trade Anthony Davis, and allegedly that could be what LeBron is waiting for because he wants to play with either Anthony Davis or Kyrie Irving. So
I will say this. I just want to know, when is it going to become the thing where we talk about this dude constantly building these super teams? Because it's always utilized for everybody else, but he can do it. He just gets to break the rule. He's the exception to the rule. Like, when he builds a super team, it's okay. Now it's going to be, well, he's 40 years old. What do you expect? He needs some other people. But, I just think it's crazy that the best in the world, quote unquote, still needs to be carried to across the finish line. But whatever. I don't want to make this the LeBron James hate.
Yeah, so let's get into this dunk list. I do have it, but don't judge me for being bootleg. Because I was trying to find a version that I could put on the screen, but
what about the one that we sent?
I don't have it, but I just put something on the screen.
We only need one name.
No, we need more than one name.
We only need one name.
We only need one name, dog.
You already know what name that is.
I'm only concerned with one name on that name.
Let's go to
my
number
boy
10.
at?
Hold on, I can't even. Hold on.
This is
so number one is Vince Carter.
I think we all see this, dog. No one can.
We don't agree.
No, we can see it. That's all that matters.
I'm trying to read it.
I'm trying to. Anyway,
no, go back up. Zoom back in. I can read it.
I'm zoomed in as much as I can.
No, you had it a second ago. That was perfect. Right there. Just right there. Leave it like that.
Okay.
If y'all can't read it, I'll read it. Vince Carter is number one. Do we disagree? Do we agree?
Yes.
He's
okay. You disagree. I have a number one. Number two, they have Michael Jordan. I don't agree. I disagree with that. Number three is Julius Erving, aka Dr. J. Number four is Dominique Wilkins. Number 5 is Blake Griffin. Number 6, Sean Kemp. Number 7, LeBron James. Number 8, Aaron Gordon. Number 9, Jason Richardson. Number 10, Clyde the Glide.
Yes,
so
in game.
The GOAT.
So what I'm saying, well, you know what? This is the thing, right? 2-5. Look, as I'm reading this list, I don't know if it's in game, except for Sean Kemp. Reading this list, I don't think it's in game. I think it's
Why
actually.
Are you seeing a lot of these people dunk outside of the game?
No, I think it's based off
of in game.
I think it's based off of the dunk contest.
We haven't seen LeBron. We've never seen LeBron in a dunk contest.
Yeah, but that's why I said, except for a couple of names, Sean Kemp and LeBron.
Sean Kemp and LeBron, yeah.
In the top 10 are the only ones that didn't electrify the dunk contest. But everybody else on this list
did not electrify the dunk contest. I saw Clyde in the dunk contest. He did not.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. But, yeah, no, he did not electrify the dunk contest.
Watch it.
Shoot, Shaq's at 11. He never did dunk contest.
You know what I'm saying? Sean Kemp
Shaq at 11?
Sean Kemp did.
Shaq's 11.
But Sean Kemp did do the slam dunk contest.
He didn't electrify the dunk contest. He didn't electrify the dunk contest.
None of us ever have said, yo, you remember that Sean Kemp?
Remember that? hey, remember that year that Sean Kemp did the dunk contest?
Okay, well, you know what? Let's just make it, because we're doing it ourselves. Let's just say it is in game.
So I see a lot of names on here that need a whole lot of reshuffling.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal's not a number 11 in-game dunker. Sorry.
No, he's not. Like, if you're going to have Jordan that high, and I'm not trying to do the thing, so I'm going to just say it and I'm going to get out. If you got Jordan that high, you need to move Kobe up. I would say somebody like Isaiah Rodder could be a little higher because, I mean, that's what he was known for. Like, nobody remembers him for anything else but dunking.
That's it.
David Thompson could probably be higher if we're looking at it that way. But love the respect for Clyde Drexler.
Hey, for all you that don't know, 2-5 loves Clyde Drexler. Like he's been on this Clyde to Glide thing where we don't put enough respects on, the 3-time NBA champion. We don't. Oh, my bad, 2-time because he lost to Jordan, but he went to the finals 3 times. So
you know who else he lost to? He lost to your favorite player, Isaiah Thomas.
Who?
Yeah,
I don't know that.
Thomas.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Zeke. Yeah, you know Zeke. You'll find out again. Larry Nance could probably be higher. Where's Daryl Dawkins at? Chop not on here. I don't even see him on there. I don't know. Like the list, I wouldn't say the list is bad. I just think that it's just all over the place.
I'm gonna get the pass the ball.
There's Daryl Dawkins, number 12.
Hey, look, I just want to pause real quick because y'all know tonight is the night that they're doing that versus. This versus isn't a versus. It's just 2 niggas that are affiliated with Bloods with a bunch of Bloods on stage.
Yeah.
Like this is not a versus.
You expected something else?
I expected you do a song, I do a song. You do a song, I do.
Nah, we just gang banging. Gang banging for 3 hours.
It's literally that. So I thought
cool.
it was something else.
No, I'm cool.
All right. So takeaways. Any takeaways?
The only takeaway I have is I feel like the top 15 need to be reshuffled. I think that Sean Kemp in game, yes, but outside of that, no. I don't think Sean Kemp is top 10 in game, and
I'll put Sean Kemp number 1.
I don't mind Sean Kemp top 10 in game dunker.
All right. I mean, I respect it. Y'all saw him live way more.
Put him number 1.
Rain
he
Man
even had the commercial.
Yeah, Rain Man was something. Rain Man was something. Rain Man
I
was
love
something
those
else
dunks, but it's like to me, it's kind of like Scottie Pippen, right? The Scottie Pippen dunk on Ewing. Like that's a big deal.
That's the only one that I remember.
But that's the only Scottie dunk that people know.
Yeah, right. And that's my point because Sean Kemp has about 3 that we really remember, and then the rest you got to go look up. So that's why
I remember him hanging on Dennis Rodman's neck.
I personally think that I think Blake Griffin has an argument to be number 1.
He does.
Oh,
like Blake Griffin has demolished some people.
Hey, where's Stromile Swift at?
Blake Griffin. All right, man.
How is
Shaden? Hold on, Rez. Wait, are you about to disrespect Blake Griffin?
He ain't that, bro.
Why is Shaden Sharp
as an in-game dunk? What?
Why is Donovan Mitchell on this list?
Hey,
I don't have Blake in my top 5 dunkers of all time.
I need you to go and watch some Blake footage, dog.
I watched Blake live. I watched Blake
I know, but you don't remember.
Is Dwayne Wade too low?
No, Wade only has.
He's at 21.
Wade probably has 2 or 3 that we care about, mainly the Verjao, dog.
No, of course. No, Wade is. I mean, Blake Griffin's way ahead of D Wade. I don't think D Wade's there.
Like LeBron's tough for me because like LeBron is just a ferocious dunker. You know what I mean? It's not like he does great dunks.
When you think about LeBron dunking on people outside of the Boston and I think it was both Boston, right? Weren't they both like Jason Terry was on Boston at the time?
He got his revenge after Jason Terry summed up in the finals.
Brandon Knight died.
The Tim Duncan dunk, dog, is insane.
Okay,
no. Who did Brandon Knight? That was DeAndre Jordan over.
DeAndre Jordan was Brandon Knight. Yeah,
I thought they both did Brandon Knight.
No, but DeAndre's was like.
Yeah,
no, DeAndre was gross.
Yeah, no,
that was gross. Yeah.
Jason Terry, Jason Terry died. Like he died that day to me. Like he died. Like that was just like they had his funeral 3 days later after that. And then but Brandon Knight, like that was the Tim Duncan, LeBron Tim Duncan dunk is the one that's like, yo, this is crazy. Like this is nuts.
They got Matt McClung going here.
But I don't hate Matt McClung on the list.
I do.
I don't hate Matt McClung.
Well, if we're talking about in game, he shouldn't be on.
Well, that's why I said I think this.
He ain't even in any games to have dunks.
Yeah, that's why I thought this was the dunk contest.
Yeah, I don't know
because it's like,
all right.
LeBron still don't got a team, y'all. Just in case you wonder.
Yeah, still no team. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eye on.
Paul George is on this list. Paul George is on this list. Hey, let's talk about something else, man.
Yeah. All right. So finally, Raw happened this week. Anything interesting?
All right, wrestling fans, get ginned up.
We just skipped everything else.
Did we?
I feel like
what do we still do?
No.
all right. That LeBron Tim Duncan dunk was all right. I think Tim Duncan.
It was all right.
I think Tim Duncan
Oh,
falling.
I'm sorry. I forgot to announce no more Kobe talk. That's what I forgot.
No, Jack saying that. You know what that means when Jack says that. You know what that means when Jack says that.
No, what I'm saying is Tim Duncan falling made it worse than it is, but the dunk itself was just like a. It was.
Now he was up there.
It's just what he does. Like that's what I'm saying. He dunks for.
I want to say his elbow was at the rim when he made the dunk.
Yeah, he dunks for.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that the dunk's not good.
LeBron dunk. I don't think I've ever seen the actual dunk. Forget the other part of it, but the dunk itself. I've never seen LeBron do a dunk that made me go.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron has any.
Y'all had
LeBron doesn't have a Ewing.
Y'all had Blake Griffin. Y'all had Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan throwing the ball in the rim and losing y'all's minds.
You're disrespectful.
No, I'm not. They threw the ball in the. Oh my God!
Blake did that one time.
What was the name of that team?
No, it wasn't one time.
What was their nickname?
It was once.
What was the nickname of that team?
Lob City.
Lob City.
Oh no, great. No. Lob City was nice. But I'm saying like there's a lot of Blake dunks. It's like
there's two Blake dunks. One's in the dunk contest and one is in game where he threw the ball in.
He threw the ball in, and
everything else.
No. He threw it in the rim, and it was a Sports Center #1 play of the week.
Hey, yes, that was the dunk contest.
That was all up in Powell's face, but
it wasn't Powell's face too. He grabbed that shit.
But if you being real about it, I think Mr. Demetrius Morant should be a little higher too.
Absolutely, there's jaw disrespect happening here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
His mama
John does have some nasty
South Carolina's own. He's y'all watch what he does in Portland. He about to set the game on fire.
He's gonna disappear forever.
All right, so Maxine Dupree and Austin Theory, where we at on this?
No, you're not gonna just walk by. We're not talking about Kobe. Are you crazy? Hey, don't worry about it. ISO. Anyway, we're no longer talking about Kobe Bryant.
That's not my input.
We're no longer talking about Kobe Bryant on this podcast because Rajon decided to be mad at me the other day because I was simply bringing up Kobe being up there in the top tier of basketball legends, and he hates Kobe. He doesn't acknowledge him. And then I went into our Facebook. I went into our Facebook archives and I found conversations of Rez trashing Bean. So we all have decided.
Can you read some of the trashing?
No,
so people can.
I
want people.
Let's talk about steroids.
Let's read some of the trashing. Let's read some of the trashing.
He said a 2013 Kobe Bryant couldn't do anything without steroids. Even though 2013 Kobe Bryant was literally averaging 33 points when he tore his Achilles, but it doesn't matter anyway.
I meant that. Right? What else did I mean? Come on, let's do it.
He also said that Kobe was trash and Shaq carried the same rhetoric that everybody else says.
Please,
like Kobe wasn't averaging 29, 6 and 6 with Shaq.
Jack,
so whatever.
Rez said the only person that hogs the ball more than Kobe Bryant is Magic Johnson's son.
Yo.
So bottom line, Rez is established as a Kobe Bryant hater. I don't know why. Calls him a shot chucker, says that his percentages are ass. Even though at the time that Kobe was doing these things, he was higher than the league average, but he's ass.
Wait, Jack, before you do this, I want to preface this. Let me go ahead and let you cook. Everything that Jack's saying is true. So I'm going to let him finish talking so he can say his true statement.
And then Rez told us who his favorite player was.
Yeah.
His favorite player
and then Jack said that
LeBron
wasn't true either. Jack said that wasn't true either. So go ahead.
No, not LeBron James.
Allen Iverson. So speaking of AI, swish. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson exists. She's a shot chucker. But Rez loves Allen Iverson, who's a shot chucker, but somehow Kobe is a terrible player. And he's a shot chucker too, even though Allen Iverson's shot percentage is worse than Kobe's. But hey, whatever, right? Because Kobe Bryant. Screw that guy. He's ass. So, going forward, we will not mention the GOAT, Kobe Bean Bryant, anymore on this pod because we only have room for LeBron James and everybody else. Thank you. 2-5, take us to SmackDown.
Well,
LeBron.
Yeah. Maxine and Austin Theory.
I mean, can't we talk about Kobe more though? I mean, isn't there more time for
what?
Kobe talk?
I don't even know what that is. Maxine Dupree. Okay, well, first before we get to wrestling, there is a big thing going on right now. The GOAT or Kobe? Which one? You heard what I said. Watch out. Go look at Pittsburgh or something. Anyway, the internet is going crazy right now because
John Lucas Dunk was crazy.
They said that the WWE didn't show any women love on Raw. There was no women's segments. There were only segments featuring women, even though Lyra Valkyria and Bayley literally had a match. But
that was Saturday night's main event.
Oh, damn. All right, well, I guess Raw is sexist now. So there's that. You know, Raw is sexist because 1 week they didn't feature a female match, even though also in this week it was literally B tier. Nobody that mattered was on Raw in a real capacity. So
this is
arguably the worst. Yeah, it was the worst. It was the worst Raw of the year. Not even close. Like
so, at what point do we replace Stone Cold Steve Austin on the Mount Rushmore with LA Knight?
Why do you keep trying to do?
Is this a continuation of the Kobe segment?
No.
Are we just saying?
No, we were talking about. No, we were talking about how me and you specifically were talking about how. Like LA Knight over the last couple of weeks just been cooking. And
he's just talking, yo.
But his matches aren't necessarily like up to par. But like when he gets on the mic,
yeah, he's just talking, bro. I think that 1 week he had that one really good promo. He had a really good promo that 1 week, and then it was like, oh, let's just have him come out and talk more. And it's like, no, we don't need you to do that, bro. Like we don't need you to do that. I don't think it's helpful. I don't think it's adding to the product. The matches definitely don't match up to your point, 2-5. I definitely don't think that the LA Knight match that he had after all of that talking about Roman Reigns, like Roman Reigns doesn't even mention that dude. like imagine having beef
I never
with
even
somebody.
thought about that, but he really doesn't. He doesn't mention him at all.
Like, he doesn't mention this man. He has no word. And I'm not even a Roman Reigns fan. It's just a very easy observation. You got all of these words for this man. This man pays you no attention. You are literally the man standing outside the house with the boombox.
So are we going to get?
And she's inside with somebody else.
Are we going to get the Danhausen heel turn? You know, Jalen Brunson against Jalen Brunson against Tyrese Halliburton, and Danhausen screws over Jalen Brunson.
If Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Halliburton have a WWE wrestling match before Tyrese Halliburton has an NBA game, I will not watch wrestling, dog. Like, it will be over. That is done. If Tyrese Halliburton decides I'm going to take my talents to the WWE when he has a whole team that is counting on him so they can come out of the grave, yeah.
All right, so where are we on the bloodline right now? Like, are we happy with the bloodline? We want the bloodline to go away. Where are we on that right now?
Well, I'm Big Oos, so you already know the bloodline is always sacred over here, and that's family. But I will say that the bloodline is supposed to be heels, and they can't get over as heels because everybody keeps cheering them on. They're supposed to be the bad guys in this situation. Like, Solo and all them are supposed to be the good guys, but like the bloodline is getting over as a.
So the streets want to know if the werewolf has grown on Rez yet.
No.
You don't like the Samoan werewolf?
I don't get it. It's not my thing. It's YG. It's Future. It's not my thing.
Are you excited for Nick Aldis versus Gunther?
Next question. Yo, I'm cool. I'm so cool. I'm fighting to stay on the train, bro. Like I brought wrestling back single-handedly a year ago. SummerSlam was one of the greatest things I've ever seen last year. They're gonna need a hell of a SummerSlam to keep me around, bro. Like
why is SmackDown? Why is SmackDown gonna have an interim champion instead of just taking the title from Rhea?
They have They
they took it from Bianca Belair, but they won't take it from Rhea.
Rhea, who's injured and can't fight, so she's not wrestling. They have Liv, who's not injured and doesn't fight.
Stephanie Vaquer had to vacate her title too. So I mean, let's pull the race card and say, as long as you're a minority, you can't hold the title if you're hurt. But if you're a white girl, you can.
Hey, IWC. Remember that time period where Jade was the champ and y'all kept saying she has no title defenses? And you kept whining and complaining that Jade didn't have title defenses? How many title defenses does Liv have?
But she's trouble. She's trouble.
One?
Okay. All right. Cool.
I want to say she defended against Soul when Soul first came up.
At 2-5, is Liv hurt?
Liv's not hurt.
I mean, she hurts my ears. That's about it.
Oh, yeah, she's terrible on the mic. Yeah.
I think I forgot my other point. Forget it.
So Judgment Day against Oba?
No, so Dominic Mysterio has lost his star power, and I think that we can single-handedly blame that on Judgment Day. Dom was supposed to be a shooting star, and now at this point, him and Braun Breaker are both mid-carders, which is wild. Oba Femi and Trick Williams have surpassed them in a matter of months. That's insane.
Baron Corbin's back.
Cool.
Listen,
Rez don't even know who that is.
Dude came out and they were like, yo, Corbin's back. And I'm like, okay.
Trick Williams says that he would like to wrestle Booker T at next SummerSlam.
I would like to see that. I think that's a great way to close.
If Booker's in shape enough to do it, that would be fire.
I think Booker wants to have one more match to close his career. I've heard him say that. I've read that he said that. So I hope that happens. I hope that happens. That would be great. I think that would be great. That would be amazing.
Okay, so before we get out of here, Riz, why don't you give the people about 30 seconds of your newfound appreciation for the Hulkster?
So I watched the Hulk documentary, and this is wow, I didn't even know that was on the document, but I got you.
It's not. I'm freestyling this.
Oh, word. So one, Hulk Hogan made an extremely big mistake, right? I just want to start there. I grew up a Hulkamaniac. I ate my vitamins. I said my prayers. I worked out like he asked me to. Probably not as much as he would ask me to, but I did it. I was a child of the 80s, so I watched the rise of Hulkamania. I remember it as a child. And when I became an adult, I became extremely disappointed in one of my favorite people of all time, based on some things that he did and said.
Just imagine how Flip feels.
I watched the documentary that they put on Netflix, and they did an amazing job of telling the story of the man that was Terry Bollea, a.k.a. Hulk Hogan. And I have to admit, I have to say, without a doubt, Hulk Hogan, you can't make a list of the greatest wrestlers of all time and not put the name Hulk Hogan on that list. Hulk Hogan is literally what Magic and Bird was to NBA and what Jordan was to the NBA. He was the start of the uptick in the sport and the reason why you couldn't put it on time delay. And he was also the biggest name in the sport and one of the most recognizable faces on the planet. There is no current wrestling world that exists if Hulk Hogan does not exist. Now, that being said, I also believe that Terry Bollea was a racist. Not just because he got caught on a hidden camera saying that his daughter was with an N-word, but also because he decided to make his last public effort showing up at the Trump rally to cheer on Donald J. Trump. I think if you're not a racist, these are really hard ways to say I'm not a racist. But if you're just talking about contributions to the sport of wrestling, there is nobody, much like you can't talk about the rise of rock and roll without telling the story of Elvis. You cannot tell the story of wrestling without mentioning the name Hulk Hogan. That being said, you can't have a Mount Rushmore without him on it. Him, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, The Rock.
Dwayne. What I will say is, I think that all white people are inherently racist in their hearts. I think that they choose to act on it if they do, and if they don't, they don't. But, that's neither here nor there. Let's not dive deep into that whole thing. But, yeah, white people, don't act on the shit that America has put into your heart via media. Thank you. That's my TED Talk. So, I think
take us out of here, Jack.
Let's hit that 2-hour mark. And you know what I mean? I think it's time to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody who's listening, first time listeners, last time listeners. We're just three guys with a perspective, you know what I'm saying? Hoping to deliver a diverse way of thinking. Open dialogue always expands intelligence. Go see the Odyssey. It's a great film.
It's a great film.
Go see it in IMAX if you can. If you can't see it in IMAX, see it in 70 millimeter. If you can't, go see it in AVX. If you can't, go see it in regular. Thank you. I'm Radical Jack. That's 2-5. That's El Residente, a.k.a. San Jose, a.k.a. 49ers bang bang, Niner gang till he's out of here. Say less.
Their fan base is crazy. They got, San Jose, they not playing out there, yo. Real rap.
Joe Budden Podcast.
All right, say bye.
Bye.
A lot of people love to talk, but they don't really say nothing. You can drop a like and go subscribe, knowing 2-5 probably finna hate something. Chop it up about the game, give a little game, knowing you can take something. We just saying less and saying more, should've known before you in the right place. You know Jack can keep it radical. A little crazy with his take, but he gon' keep it factual. And you know he been a fan of wrestling since attitude. We ain't here to be the ones you playing with. Red steady dropping gems only for relationships. We ain't never thinking Liam Neeson if you take it. Come and tap in with your favorites. Hey, we gon' talk about your latest. Yeah, come and tune into the station. Come and listen to this conversation. Like and subscribe, we going live. We gon' tell you what you need to hear in perfect moderation. Wait. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Hey, hold up.